Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be sharing with you 5 financial books that I absolutely love and recommend that you pick up in 2021. 2 of them are classics and 3 of them were written in the past 1 to 3 years and will definitely be classics in my opinion. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Tim Fraticelli, and on this channel, I love sharing ways to rehab your personal finances and improve your financial health. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and to give this video a like as well. Okay, so this first book is a new take on an old classic called The Millionaire Next Door. You might have heard of, written back in 1998. This book is updated and it's called simply The Next Millionaire Next Door. It was written by Dr. Sarah Stanley and her father, Dr. Thomas Stanley, the original author of the original book. Now, they updated this book with new research and insights on the surprising truths about millionaires in America today. What I love about this book and also the original is that right away we distinguish the difference between wealthy and rich. Because, well, anyone with a high income can fall into this category of rich. After all, that term rich is really subjective. Right now in America, the median salary is hovering around $68,000 a year. And physical therapists like myself, for example, we can earn $75,000 to $100,000 a year. So could this group of professionals be considered rich? Well, based strictly on the numbers, maybe so, but most of them certainly don't feel rich. And that's because even though we have a higher than average salary as physical therapists, it doesn't guarantee that you're going to be wealthy. Because as the book explains, building wealth isn't strictly dependent on your income. Yes, a higher income is absolutely going to help, but you can still live paycheck to paycheck, earning $75,000, $100,000, or even $200,000 a year. And what I like about The Next Millionaire Next Door here is how the research describes some really fascinating data on the behaviors of millionaires who grew their wealth despite an average income for many of them. Many of the millionaires within the study were actually teachers who never earned 6 figures or more during their career. So this book is an absolute must-read if you're curious on how you can become the next millionaire next door, even if you don't make more than the average person. Okay, the second book is one that is absolutely fascinating, and it's called The Psychology of Money, written by Morgan Housel. Now, this book is a relatively short read, or even a quick listen on Audible, which is how I got through the book in just a few hours. And while this book was released just in 2020, it covers a wide history of how humans behave when it comes to money and building wealth. And similar to The Millionaire Next Door, The Psychology of Money dispels this lie that you need advanced degrees from Ivy League schools and high income to be wealthy. That's just not true at all, and the stories that Morgan Housel shares, along with the practical examples of ways to think about finances and wealth, they'll absolutely transform your view on money. If you want this book for free through Audible, check out the link in the description below where you can grab this book or any of the other books that I have on this list for free through Audible when you sign up. I've been using Audible for the past 10 years, and I just love the ability to listen to books when I'm driving or working around the house. And if you don't already have Audible, you can get a free book right here. So there's no reason why you shouldn't try it out this year anyway. So take a look at that in the description below. The next book is a classic and one that you've heard me recommend in the past. It's called Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. And here's the thing about Dave. Whether you love him or hate him, his method for getting people out of debt, it just works. And you've heard me talk about it in the past, but recently I've been watching more of his quick videos on YouTube, and he just continues to share the same practical advice that you can get from his book, which is filled with success stories and motivational examples of people who got out of debt using his 7 baby steps. So if you're in debt and you're just not sure where to start, pick up his book for like $10. Check out his YouTube channel for motivation on getting out of debt. It's definitely worth the money. If you're on a real tight budget right now, you can get a lot of the information on his YouTube channel. But if you're interested in rehabbing your personal finances and getting out of debt, I highly recommend this book. Actually, I'm pretty sure you can get any of these books for about $10 on Amazon, which dollar for dollar is one of the best ways you can learn about personal finance and investing from some of the biggest leaders in the industry. Speaking of industry leaders, this next book was written by investing legend Jack Bogle, the founder of Vanguard. It's a short book with a simple title called The Little Book of Common Sense Investing. And I absolutely love this book, both for new investors and experienced investors who are looking to grow their wealth, because right now there's no shortage of bad investment advice out there and speculation in terms of picking stocks and investing. And that's really unfortunate because investing for the long term, it goes beyond just picking the right stocks and trying to find the winners and forgetting the losers. And in Bogle, as he explains in this book, the average investor has just as much of a chance of experiencing better returns than the average person by simply sticking with index funds. You've heard me talk about index funds on this channel before, and investors like Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger, they promote the wisdom of using index funds, which typically outperform 80% of actively managed funds, or picking stocks in general. So this book is way more practical than almost any financial course that you'll take, so you definitely want to add it to your reading list for this year. All right, the next book is one that first came out around 10 years ago, but it was just updated, and it's called I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. Ramit is one of the most down-to-earth financial writers that you're going to find out there, and this book is absolutely worth reading and adding to your library. One of the things I love about the book I Will Teach You to Be Rich is that Ramit gives you a framework for automating your financial life, and he uses his background in psychology to promote a concept called conscientious spending. This book is going to pay for itself with the scripts he has for you to call your banks and your credit card companies to lower your fees and to waive your charges. So aside from all of the excellent recommendations and approaches to money and psychology, he gives you some really practical tips to see results immediately. It's just one of the reasons why I love recommending this book to people who want to improve their financial literacy and they're not really sure where to start. It's also one of the resources I mention in the next video, which I think you'll find to be interesting as well. So I'll see you in that video, and thanks for watching.